afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our LIT Leaders in Transformation Not Now But Right Now podcast. Before we kick this off on the rise and fall of social media, we want to thank all our listeners out there for joining this segment. And what this channel is to open our eyes. Adults, young adults, there are no stipulations. For complete freedom to open conversations of things that we hold inside, things that we battle. And that's just the bottom line. Some things we hold on to and some things that we want to pray for, but when we make it to the pulpit, some things we forget about, right? This channel is going to open up some of that in depth. Now, some of it might be a little explicit, but I promise you it will be necessary. It will be a different word that'll be positioned to you just to get you to see it from a different perspective. Let's get to the money right now. As we know, I myself, and you do too, social media can carry a positive and a negative. As we already know, and for myself, some of us wake up in the morning and the first thing we do is we open Facebook. I'm not lying. Second thing we do is we'll tap Instagram. Third thing we do is we'll tap WhatsApp. Fourth thing we'll do is probably open TikTok. Fifth thing we do is go to texting and surfing, and then we get to work. The first thing we do and just have enough time to make it to work. Just enough time to not go for a walk. Just enough time to go to the store and get gas and come back and lay down and get in that old lumpy bed and repeat the same process. Scrolling and tapping and scrolling. I'm not saying social media is all that bad because I have social media, and it'll behoove me to say that I'm not, and that I'm not guilty of doing the same behavior. What I will say is that if we're not attentive to what's really important, waking up in the morning, making sure we're good, going to work, 15, 20, 30 minutes early, letting our mind be at peace, we'll forget the fact that we're falling into old habits and routines that's keeping us in a mediocre at best lifestyle. Now we're upset at the person next to us because we want them to change instead of us creating a change. Now we're upset about our jobs because we want them to see us performing well, but we're not being the first to come, the last to leave, showing that we're ready for advancement. We get into the role and get comfortable. We're not showing our ministry that we're here to be pushed. We're just showing that, hey, I got this role and I'm here and I'm comfortable. We're here just to keep a seat warm. But if you really want advancement in your life, if you really want to see how your life can matriculate as fast as a minimum of 2 years or less, we have to subscribe to change. Now, when it does come to social media, here's how we do that. 1, push our business. 2, look at our followers. Some folks, even myself, have the wrong set of followers. 3, make sure we're giving attention to one primary target of an audience. We're not giving 10, 4, 5 things out in the audience. Now, it's so much confusion. They don't know what's going on. We confuse ourselves and lose the hype. 4, consistency. That's my word for me. Consistency. 6, understand that people will bash your company. People will bash you. People will not like you. People are not here to support you. People want to see you fail and not care. And you're still pushing. Still pushing. Who gives a flip what they gotta say? And I'm only saying that out of passion because I had that same disease. Worried about what the next man say, what the next woman doing, and instead of focusing on the one who has the potential, who has the talent, but sitting on it. I'm talking to you, sis. I'm talking to you, big bro. We winners. We made to win. This is our time, my show, my rules. This is your house. Your church, your rules, your work, your money. Straight up. But it also has its pros. It has its pros. You have a set of people that you're trying to uplift, you uplift them. You scroll down and you see people's lives are starting to change, give a comment and motivate them. That's all I'm saying. Even if you get nothing in return, this ain't about you. This ain't about your happiness. This ain't about your emotions. This ain't about how you feel. Grow up. Grow up. And perhaps I'm talking to myself. Connell, you can grow up too. There's no off limits on this podcast. Just make sure you're giving to someone other than yourself. That's how you reap the harvest. Folks like to say God this and God that. What God you talking to? Your perception and interpretation can be significantly different from mine. Insignificantly, I should say. And when I say that, I mean I'm seeking my God is patient, kind, gentle, friendly, funny, goofy, loving, all of the above. Now, somebody else, it might be serious. It might be dead serious. And of course, we have our lifestyle. We have our genetic makeup that makes us humorous, that makes us funny, that makes us joyful, that makes us want to give. Some of us can be a bit reclusive. We block out the world and expect the world to be wanting to welcome us. How you gonna want me to come over to your house? You ain't gonna let me in the house. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. Let me in. You have to welcome people with open arms and knowing that this person may just stab you in the back. Judas and Jesus. Come on, we spoke it before. It's not the story, it's the revelation within the story. Sometimes we get hung up on the specs on the window. We can't even see the road. Open your eyes. The rise and fall of social media. The rise and fall. Use it to your advantage. Claim what you got to claim. Get your group of people, get your followers, and make them look good. Not for you. Make the people look good. Make them look good. Be the pawn. Be the one in the back that doesn't care to be seen. Be low key. But make sure you're prospering in your business. If you know you're good at something, make sure you're becoming a master of it. No time to kill. No time to waste. If I was to reference this back then, the man would go out, kill what he had to kill, bring it home, put it on the table for the food to eat, for the family to eat. I mean, food to eat. Make it for the family to eat. While the husband's out doing what he got to do, the wife's cleaning and prepping and getting home economics taken care of and such and so forth. And so when they come home, they all sit at the dinner table. Everybody works in unison because we know we lead each other and we literally can't live without one another. But some of us live in these boss lifestyles like we got it like that, and we can be independent and we don't need others, and we flaunting and we shine and not realizing that all it takes is one bad cough and now we're infected with a disease. Ooh. Slow down, Con. They're gonna turn you off, gangsters. Slow down. But what I'm saying is that for those who was affected, and even myself, by the public, naysayers, what he say, what she say, and not taking into account that God has given each and every last one of us talents and gifts to prosper. And my only assignment is to tap into God's atmosphere and gain access to what it is he has for me by being obedient, dedicated, loyal, consistent, and understand that whatever it is that we do in this life, it's not only to serve others, but it's to put others before us. They shine before I do. My people shine before I do. You listeners out there, I don't care if it's 15 of you. You are to shine before I do. That's my assignment. That's my assignment. You come before me. I'm not saying I'm going to give you the keys to my house and I'm going to be on the street now. There's wisdom and then there's sanctified wisdom. There's ignorance and then there's just plain ignorance. There ain't no synonym for that. Don't be foolish. Keep your eyes open mentally, spiritually, vividly. You know what's going on. Someone said these words: pose as a friend, but act as a spy. That's powerful. Now, if I'm using that to gain intel, that's one thing. But if I'm using that to get over on something else, or to get over on someone else, then what is my reward in heaven? Per Matthew. Let's be wise. Let's be judicious. Let's be swift. Not quick to just turn somebody off because we didn't get our way. Not quick to just leave or quit based on emotions or because we're in a state of confusion. We just be reclusive to everybody but expect them to welcome us in with open arms. If people aren't happy to see you when you pull up, reevaluate that. People don't smile and, hey girl, what up dog? What up big bro? People don't pull up like that. Reevaluate it. I'm not saying that you do this for their happiness, but I'm just saying pay attention. Because it shows what you show on your face when people see you. I get told at times like I be serious when I come through. And that's not my objective. I don't want to be serious everywhere I go. Man, you get to know me. I'm goofy. I'm joking on you till we throwing hands. You just gonna be mad at me, bro. I don't care nothing about you. We just gonna be joking. But I say that facetiously to say, listen, we're here to have a good time and enjoy the fruit of our labor and enjoy what God has put here for. I'm not living the next 30 years of my life being concerned about something that I can't control. Hello. Why should I? When there's so much abundance and so much that God has have for each and every last one of us to enjoy. Speaking to the choir, preaching to the choir. Take me to the King. Don't come out. Stop, bro. Stop. Stick to your day job. Just don't let it become an effect on you. So now you're putting your life aside and you don't realize you done lost 10, 15 years of your life because you're hanging on to something that you can no longer control. And when we feel like there's something that we no longer control, we feel weak. Now we got to get mad. Now we got to flex how strong we are. Now we got to flex our authority instead of just sitting back quiet, just watching. Posing as a friend, but acting as a spy. Gathering intel. I see you. You put your cards on the table real quick. I can just say 5 words and I can piss you off. Yeah, you mind the control. You mind it, this will make you mad, don't you? Make you mad, piss you off, don't you? But that's how we act and that's how we respond as people. But realizing that man in the back that's quiet, the woman in the back that's just watching, all they're doing is just gathering intel. They're just waiting on the moment to execute. Next point, be careful of how you treat others because you shall reap what you sow. Let that sink in. You shall reap what you sow. Some folks say the word luck, some say the word karma, and that's just another man-made phrase to explain things that we don't understand. You will reap what you sow. That's the bottom line. We put these labels in universe also to explain things that we don't understand. No, this is the life that we've been given. This is the life that all of us been selected to have. Some have their ups, some have their downs, some have their pros, some have the cons, some have their sickness, some have their health. But each and every last one of us have an assignment, and that is to serve others, whether we like it or not. But for the better portion of us, we're thankful that we have our limbs, we have our health, we're in one condition, we can move, we can run, we can talk, we can breathe, we can walk, we have family, and still dishonor it. Come on, people. We're gonna die soon. You have an expiration date. Here comes the devil. Well, we're gonna be dead anyway. I might as well go out with Come on now. And some of us lead with that because that's all we have to think about. We don't change our environment. We're not seeking to prosper. We're not. We're used to mediocrity. We're used to being mad. We're used to people getting run over us. So we just get whatever we get. This is what you get. This is what you get. It is what it is. Waiting for the paint to dry. That's it. I'm just waiting until I'm 93 years old and I'm on my deathbed and it's time to call it wraps. And I just want to hear the sign go beep. That was a little extreme. But sometimes we need a little extreme to give us some persuasion. Sometimes we need a little extreme to give us a push. I'm going to tell you something right now, and then I'm cutting to my close. Any situation that we come across, we have the ability to fix as people. Bottom line, you struggle with something, I can't stop, I can't do it, I can't stop cold turkey. Yes, you can. Well, bro, it takes people a process, Connell. You can't just sit and tell people they can fix it on the spot. If I told you, what time is it right now? It's 12:34 on this Thursday, September 21st in Florida. If I told you you would be dead by 10 o'clock tonight if you didn't make amends with people that you have burned bridges and they had burned bridges when it comes down to you and each other, you both would have those situations fixed in a matter of 5 minutes and y'all would have 10 families restored back together. If I told you would be dead by 10 o'clock, you would have all hate, bitterness, vindictiveness received from. You may not like it, but you will come to terms with my life is over right now. So let me put it all on the line right now. Just ask for forgiveness while I still can. Boom. See, we only my objective is to only get us to see that we respond when we're under pressure. We'll respond knowing that we gotta do it. We know we got to get up to work every day. So in case our lights are turned off, our kids will go hungry, folks will come over, they see, oh, your light's off, you good? You got some stuff, what's going on? Your rent, your bills isn't paid, your back due, they come in to take your house, take your car, and then you feel embarrassed. So now you're doing extra. Now you're coming up with other ideas and success equations to help fix these problems. Look, y'all, I'm talking. Hear me, I'm talking. This ain't the average sermon, and perhaps this wasn't supposed to be one, but this is straight up. This is what's real. But sometimes we just need that pressure on us. See, sometimes, and this is going to hit hard. Now, sometimes God have to put us in an accident or a near-death experience for us, or even dreams and visions for us to see that the path we're taking isn't the right path. I veered away from the rise and fall of social media, but we're still here because it's about us and what we have to give as a person so we can push His agenda and not our own to serve others. With that being said, this is a to be continued segment. I'm well over my time. I know some of you all are driving, some of you all are home listening to this. So whatever you do, just remember, serve others. Speak to 3 people a day. Make them smile, make them laugh. People going through stuff, they don't know how to laugh, and people walk past each other, don't even say good morning. We're all strangers. We're just walking sticks. They call them dry bones in the text, in the Greek, right? In Hebrew. So with that being said, to all our listeners out there, we will catch you next time on Not Now, but Right Now, Leaders in Transformation. You know what it is. We'll see you next time. Peace.